else, when they are running for office, they drive around and blare out a megaphone about who they are in everyday neighborhoods. So, anyway, what's important every day is to eat your daily multivitamins. This is my